just bringing into the issues around artificial intelligence and the constant boundaries that appear to be being pushed all the time. We're joined in the studio now by Tomer Gal, the founder and CTO at Optimizer Ltd. and NVIDIA AI expert and lecturer. I hope I pronounced it right. Optimizer, I think I got it there. Thanks for being with us, Tomer. Look, first on the Schumacher case, which got these headlines, of course. Where was the problem? Where did this cross lines that shouldn't have been crossed? And how does this emerge as an interesting sort of test case for the boundaries of all this?
Okay, I think there are several things where they crossed the border. The first thing, it was a fake article, and they put it on the front cover of the magazine. They didn't immediately say that it was fake, so this is very misleading.
Okay, all right. So a lot of people watching this think this is a real interview, all right?
Exactly, and it's very important for them to read about it. Yes, like you said, he was injured 10 years ago. So this is the first thing. Second thing, it only appeared towards the end of the article that this was fake. It was generated by an application called Character AI. This is an application that you can have different kind of AI characters and you can ask them questions. For example, you can get advice from Elon Musk. Wow. So that's what they did here. And the third thing, of course, they didn't get permission from his family or from him.
A key issue right there.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. So some real simple legal issues, but nonetheless, this draws, to our attention just how reality is shifting before our very eyes. I mean, how does this type of material, how can it be regulated? I mean, we're talking about things that can become indistinguishable from reality. Is the regulatory world trying to keep up with this right now? Are you seeing people out in front of that? I mean, how does this look right now, this landscape?
Okay, there are several challenges. One, like you're saying, this is regulatory. Another one is technological. Now, the main issue is that these technologies, they are so good that you cannot differentiate fake or real. And there were challenges in the past. Facebook had a competition where you need to try to distinguish between fake and real. So anyway, today it's impossible.
How did that go?
They failed.
Increasingly difficult? I mean, is that where we're heading in the role of artificial intelligence just in our lives, the average person, let's say? Is that role increasingly indistinguishable from reality? I mean, is it starting to creep in more than we realize?
Completely. You have text generating images. You have text generating videos. You can create virtual characters. You can create basically looks like anything. So this is an amazing new world. And think the implications are far beyond this.
Yeah.
Think about, crimes. If someone can say there is evidence, but it's fake, how can you prove if something is fake or real? So these are very major things for society.
Look, what's going to shock us? I mean, broadly, as I put this forward, what's next to shock us? I know that already, a lot of these text generating, applications are blowing people's minds. I mean, able to, produce, concise synopses of complex issues within seconds, in a way that's virtually indistinguishable from a human, except for the fact that maybe there's no errors, in what these, computer programs are generating. What's the next thing to shock us? I mean, is it this visual impersonation? I mean, things like this where you're seeing somebody talk. It's not just audible. It's not just text. You're starting to see things that aren't real. Where's the next realm of shock for us?
It's a good question. Are we shockable anymore? Because before we had this evolution steps, and we were shocked with each one.
Yeah.
Right now, it looks like with AI, eventually you can do everything. And one of the latest things which was published recently, there is research came from Japan, where they did fMRI scanning of a person's brain. And they managed from the fMRI to visualize what he's thinking of. So if someone was thinking of an airplane or a bear, so you get the image of what he's thinking of. So basically, let's call this mind reading. And this should also be potentially applicable with AI. So it looks like, I don't know if we are shockable anymore.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, we're crossing the point soon enough where there's just nothing will shock us or surprise us. It'll be almost what can't, these types of technologies do. Some looking at, the general labor market, the world's workforce, as these changes are coming in, worried that, hey, this stuff's coming in to replace us. Is that the way? I mean, some arguing like, look, either we harness these tools right now, learn to be experts with them, or we are ubiquitous in the workplace. What's the next 10, 20 years look like in terms of the work landscape, the economy like that?
Okay, so
do we have to learn to use these tools essentially to stay relevant?
That's for sure, until they will replace us. But anyway, there is Microsoft, which invested in OpenAI. They published a research exactly about this. They wanted to see how this technology is going to affect the labor force, okay? So they did a serious research. You have all of the kind of the things that will be impacted. People doing marketing, programmers, yes? Many professions will be impacted. Now, of course, it will come in stages. First stage, there is the saying that you won't be replaced by AI, you will be replaced by a person using AI.
Yeah.
But in my perspective, AI doesn't go backward, it only advances. So once we have this kind of brains, being able to do things beyond human capabilities, the same way it is in chess. Yes, today chess players cannot beat the latest AI generations. Yes, once it will get to this level, I think, society is going to look different.
Is there a realm that won't be affected by this? Is there anything that's in a way protected, so to say, or is this truly just this is the world around us as we know it from here on out? I mean, everything is set to be sort of infused with ramping up technologies faster and faster.
This is funny. So in the Microsoft research, they published the list of what won't be affected.
Okay.
One of the things that won't be affected is dishwasher. Okay, people doing washing the dishes, they won't be affected by AI for now. So
I can understand that. Okay. For now. So very, in other words, the short answer is yes, everything will be affected by it. Everything's mostly relevant in our lives affected by the increased abilities of AI, and I understand this is moving at an exponential clip as well, things building on each other. It's a hard trajectory to follow as we bring you in here. Tomer Nagal, thanks for being with us. Fascinating subject. Of course, we try to keep our eye on it if we can. I think if we snooze on this for 2 weeks, we miss some developments. Thanks for being with us, Tomer. We'll keep our eye on that. Look, totally separately from technology, yesterday, or maybe not separately, but yesterday was Earth Day, kids, and as the world commemorates the footprints of human activity, well, they're clearly visible across our planet's surface, according to some of the latest aerial